Good afternoon, families. Welcome to the Rancho Roundtable. My name is Antonio Vela. I'm the principal, the proud principal at Rancho San Justo Middle School. I'm a newcomer to the Hollister School District, but a longtime resident of this beautiful community that we call Hollister. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce to you another new face in the community. She is our assistant principal for students whose last names begin with A through L. She is Mrs. Sandra Gutierrez Eaton.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, and here I am, by the way. Okay. You also have some familiar faces joining us at the roundtable today, and it is my privilege to introduce them to you at this time. There are many, many years of professional and dedicated experience between them at Rancho San Justo, and you know them as Mr. Bill Parcell. Say hello.
Coach Parcell, good to see you guys.
That's right. And of course, we all know our famous Erica Robledo Dickens, affectionately known by the world as Mrs. RD.
Yes, hello, Mrs. RD. I am Mrs. RD, right?
Yes, yes. Okay.
And I put it on my, this so I can also remember.
Oh, very good, very good.
That's very
I'm
helpful.
sitting here, gosh, wishing I had something nice like that. Maybe a little.
We'll get there.
All
We'll
right,
get there.
we'll get there. Okay, great. We're here to talk today about Rancho San Justo, some of the things that you can expect. We want to give you every assurance that the Rancho that you know and love is very much going to continue during the 2020-2021 school year. We've invited our teachers here to discuss what our year is going to take a look, what it's going to look like, as well as some of the things that you can expect in terms of learning in this new platform. And first of all, we just got to talk a little bit about distance learning as a whole. Mrs. Gutierrez Eaton, just what are your thoughts about distance learning and how it's different?
Well, I'll start off by saying that, distance learning is learning at home. And it brings about different responsibilities for students. A few of them is making sure that their parents are updated by different things that their teachers are telling them or that they see on any of Google Classrooms. It's about them checking the website if they should need help getting into their Clever account or their Google Classroom accounts, emailing, anything that you need to know. Just know that a lot of administrators and staff have worked very hard to teach parents and students how to do all these wonderful things during these virtual times. So going on the website is your big key to make sure that you can definitely educate yourself without having to feel you need to call the school, email the school. You can really solve a lot of things on your own. The third thing is checking emails. Your emails are so important. It's like, I think I check mine, I don't know about you guys, about 3 or 4 times a day, if not more. So really knowing that there could be an email coming to you at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you're gonna need that information for your first period class at 8 o'clock in the morning. Things like that may happen, and I think during these virtual times, we want distance learning is understanding that your Chromebook needs to be charged the night before. You need to, I'll stop there. And is there anything else that you guys would like to add on distance learning?
Well, I definitely think that it's important that the students are logging in on time. That's really important so we can get roll taken and we can get our lessons moving. And that's really important. Also, it's so important that these kids have a good breakfast and they come to the class prepared with a full tummy. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, distance learning definitely gonna be different, but so much the same. The expectations of what we're doing, preparedness, coming in, for us as teachers, we're scared and excited all at the same time. We're motivated and apprehensive. I mean, a roller coaster of emotions, but we know we can do it. And so distance learning includes everything that you've said, the preparedness that you are talking about. And we've done it. We've been there a little bit, got a little snapshot of it in the spring, and this is drastically different and exciting.
But you know what really helps in the meetings and when we are having our classes or even when our staff meetings is when people participate.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have just somebody up there talking the whole time, because when people actually chime in and participate and say things, it makes it for a much richer class.
Absolutely.
And, and there will be expectations that we're gonna communicate to our students. Because this is a new platform, we want our students to understand what exactly it is that we expect of them. So, just as you talked about eating breakfast before class, just as you talked about making sure that you arrive on time, and just as making sure that the Chromebook is connected, there are things that we're gonna be asking of our students, such as making sure you're sitting upright.
Right.
Making sure that you don't have your pet dog beside you, making sure that you're seated and present and just ready to participate to continue that learning.
And trying to find a quiet place too. It's really important if you can find a quiet place in your house or some sort of headphones where you can concentrate more on your class.
And along those lines, we received an email asking us about how long the distance learning is gonna last. And at this time, we are very much under the authority of the state of California. Our county is currently on a watch list. And so as long as that's the case, we can be reasonably sure that we're gonna have to continue in this distance learning. One thing we do know though, is that our district is gonna study our situation on October the 13th, so that they can make a decision whether we are going to return or not. And if we do, it wouldn't be until November, but they're also gonna check in December if we should happen to continue with distance learning to look at whether we're gonna open up again in January. And then finally, if we continue even through January, they're gonna look in the month of March to see if we go for the rest of the year in distance learning. So with that said, it's really important that we engage our students right away in what it means to be in a distance learning environment. As much with the expectations of their behaviors and their preparedness as it is with the academics. And, along those lines, again, as a newcomer to the Rancho community and having joined Hollister School District this summer, I learned a great deal about the professional development that's been taking place, and so many of our teachers really spent a great deal of time advancing their own practice in AVID and PBIS and constructing meaning and all these research-driven teaching methodologies. Because even though we're going into distance learning, we are not saying that we are requiring less. We are requiring as much as ever of our students as well as ourselves, so that we can make sure that we give them the absolute very best that we have to offer in terms of that. So that's really the academic side. Those systems are going. We spent 2 days distributing textbooks. We've distributed Chromebooks. So many of our students are ready to go with their materials.
But also there are several more that haven't. So please feel free, students, to come to school and make an appointment either on Monday or sometime during this next week, because you still need your curriculum to be able to do everything. So just wanted to make sure that everyone remembered you still need to come to school even though you have your schedules, because you still need the curriculum.
Yes, thank you for that. And of course, our school is available. You can call us during office hours and we'll make sure you get the equipment that you need if you haven't been able to get it on the days that we did distribution. But what I want to do now is I want to transition into another area of learning that's just as important. It has to do with how students feel about being in school. It has to do with how they feel and are able to kind of navigate their learning given this situation. Now, Rancho has been involved in a system or a program that you might call it called Positive Behavior Intervention Systems, otherwise known as PBIS. We have some real strong expertise in the roundtable here, and so I would like to share with our community what PBIS is all about.
Sure. So I'm super excited to work with our new assistant principal, because she's coming from a place that has had this going for a while, so we have a lot of strength in it. But it's basically a paradigm shift in how we communicate with our students and what we focus on. And the first word, positive, is really what the focus is going to be: positive behaviors and how we can support that. So I'm excited because it goes hand in hand with student activities, which is one of my passions. And so we have these beautiful posters here, which the kids are familiar with. This is these are our code, right? Our expected behaviors to show pride in everything we do. So you know, in doing that, we're gonna bring a lot of opportunities for students to participate and feel like they are a part of the school through their participation, getting online on time, logging in on time, turning in assignments. We're gonna have to get really creative with how we recognize students, and it doesn't seem like a big deal, but getting somewhere on time and logging in on time without any tech issues, we know to celebrate that in this world, right?
Definitely.
So we're really gonna focus on the positive behaviors that we see in all of our classes, and reinforce a lot of the culture of Rancho that exists when we were in face-to-face school settings, and just kind of go from there and really just, you know, support what we can with this new program.
And what's kind of neat though, is that we're gonna be able to do activities like we used to do when we were at school. We could do activities, you know, on Wednesdays, we always wear our college shirts. And you guys, you can wear your college shirts.
Every
What other
Wednesday, we have
programs?
Rancho Pride Day where we show our Maroon Madness, our
That's
Class
right.
Colors Day, we'll have fun, you know, virtual spirit weeks. And, you know, that, just to feel connected to Rancho and feel those traditions are not going away. We want, it's, everything's tough, all this change is tough, but we wanna transition into this distance learning knowing that your teachers, we're still the same crazy, right? Fun crazy. You know,
That's right.
we have the same enthusiasm and the same motivation. We're as excited to see you on screen as we were to see you in person. And so just trying to kind of harvest those positive behaviors and encourage that participation and effort is what we want to do. So excited for that and super excited for you to bring, what are the kids going to call you?
Absolutely.
Are they going to call you Mrs. Gutierrez Eaton?
Yes, Mrs.
Okay.
Gutierrez
Awesome.
Eaton.
Yeah.
Or I may just be Mrs. ED. But I think that one thing that I wanted to really comment on is we have this year, along with PBIS, and we talked about how it relates to interventions and supports, and we have what's called a Bronco Way, and I'm sure students, you've seen those in your Google Classrooms. Sixth graders would be a sixth grade Bronco Way, and what that classroom is, it's gonna be a way for us to provide social emotional lessons for you. It's going to be for us to provide forms for you, and it's gonna be a daily after your advisory, you'll be seeing it for you to enter, to fill out the form, and it's just kind of telling us, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling emotionally from a 1 to 10? Are you feeling emotional at a 2? And tell us about it. But if you're 10 and you're fine, you want to share that, that'd be great. There's also going to be another forms where you're going to be able to show gratitude. If there's something that you feel really passionate about and you want one of your teachers to know or one of the students to know because they're participating so great, there's going to be time and a form for you to do that. And there's going to be a way, there's going to be a slide that will show you how to do that, and then that's going to be coming out in a video that's going to be shared later on. So Bronco Way is our way as administrators to be able to find out and connect with you what your needs are, along with your parents, and it's going to be a better way than having to call or email because we're going to be looking at that daily. So know that, you know, we're not going to be with you, but we are with you, and we are paying attention to what your needs are. So please reach out, and that's what Bronco Way is all about. And I just can't say enough. I can feel the energy from just Mr. Parcell and Mrs. RD, and you know, Mr. Vela and I are new, but I can feel the passion, and I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
Speaking of excited, there were lots of excited faces over the last couple of days. I mean, we were busy, and today was a very hot day, but it was worth being out there to witness our students coming onto campus with their parents, accompanying them to pick up their textbooks. We did it in a very safe, socially distanced way. We are absolutely taking safety and security as a number one priority. But within that, we did have the opportunity to see a number of our students. I'm thinking about yesterday's textbook pickup day in particular, when students were driving into the parking lot with their parents. They were taking part in, of course, saying what their name was, and we were giving them their schedule and providing them their textbooks and the whole bit. But you could see our young students, you could see their faces, how their faces were lighting up when they were seeing teachers that they connected with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
They're very much excited about having an opportunity, again, to feel connected to their school and to their learning and so on. And you know, and to me, that just really showed me about the special place that our school is. because I was there at the very beginning. Most people did not know me. I introduced myself to a number of our new students, and I often did hear, is Mrs. RD here? You know, is Mrs. JB here? Is this teacher here? Is that teacher there? And there were many teachers out there, so I was able to say, yeah, they're right over there. Make sure you go and say hi, and this type of thing. So, you know, in a very real sense, what we have discussed here, what I think Sandra and I have noticed, is that our students really love their school. They love their school, they love the connectedness, and they really miss that. So it's you know, it's gonna be such an important thing that we continue our PBIS stuff, our activities, and the leadership type activities that our school is really known for, so that we can keep our kids connected and keep them engaged. Look, I wanna ask everybody for their thoughts around this little sign that I found right here, because to me, this really is what is central to everything that we're gonna do this year. Yes, our young people are more tech natives than all of us are, so they're learning a lot earlier in their lives about technology than we did, right? But they are struggling too, okay? And so we want everybody in our community to be kind to themselves. If connectivity problems happen, communicate with us and we will help resolve those issues. We as teachers, as educators, we experience difficulties with the technical piece too. So you know, so we are telling our students to be kind to themselves, and we want them to know that we're gonna be patient and compassionate as well. You know, I know that even in the work that we've done, it's been a little difficult to transition from one thing to the next through this tech. So we can't understate the value of kindness and how we really want that to be an overarching theme in our school.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Totally agree.
And so, Ms. RD, you are a parent of students in our district.
Correct.
Talk, I mean, what has your experience been like as a parent in accessing the Google Classroom? What has that enabled you to do as a parent?
Even though I'm a teacher, it doesn't always happen where, you know, the kids naturally fall in line, but the expectation is definitely there.
Right.
It's been fun. It's been a fun transition. So my son is going from an elementary school to middle school. My daughters are now both at the high school, and to see the distance learning at both districts taking place and the preparedness and what they're doing, you know, as a parent, I have the same worries and excitement for them to go through this. Like, I mean, literally, they're gonna experience something that I've never experienced, and that's kind of exciting. But then to see them succeed and get excited about it. My son's very excited to start at the junior high. I finally get to have him with me, and sort of, you know.
Right.
But it's exciting. There's a lot of aspects of it that of course are disappointing,
Sure.
you know.
Sure.
But you gotta roll with it, keep them positive, and point out all of the things that are still the same.
Right.
You know, they were all excited to see their schedules, just like they are in a normal year. They're all excited to, you know, maybe not so excited to get those first day of picture.
Yeah.
You know, pull the mom card and just do it and smile.
Right.
But it's different, but it's exciting to go through this, and it's exciting for me. As an educator, I get to kind of double dip. I love seeing what other teachers are doing out there.
Yeah.
So of course I peek into their Google Classrooms, and this whole town is filled with so many extraordinary educators at the high school level, within our entire school district. So they're all working real hard. Every teacher at every level on every campus. So having children going through this, it's exciting to see.
And we know the parents are working hard as well. And Mr. Vela, you actually have children that are students here in the district.
Yes, I do. I have a child who'll be starting the 7th grade with us at Rancho.
Excellent.
And I, as a parent, of course, I dug through the schedules. I got her schedule. You know, I did the whole procedure. I got the textbooks and the whole bit. Yes, you know, that's right, you did. And you made it very clear. At the end of the year, the textbooks are to be returned. Otherwise, one loses his job. Okay, I understand. Loud and clear. The stakes are high, in other words. Okay, I better be on the ball. You know, and I took the textbooks home. My daughter has gone through them. She's excited that yes, even though yes, she has her Chromebook and she is familiar with the whole virtual environment because it started for her last year.
Right.
She is also happy to have those textbooks in her hands. And she's happy to be able to kind of thumb through some things and just kind of start acquainting herself with it. Now, as a parent, I'm very much a learner. So I'm gonna be on the parent side of the platforms, just observing things as well and providing as much support to my child as I can. I was kind of excited as she did when we took a look at the schedule and I was able to share with her, yes, I met this teacher, this is what I know about this individual and so on. And I mean, I was very excited with what lies ahead in terms of her schooling. And I have a son who's gonna be at Calaveras as well. And so we've gotten communication from that school. And it's really nice because our district has really done a lot of work to make sure that schools across the district are on the same page in terms of the use of Google Meet, Google Classroom. And so that when, our students go from place to place, it's very much the same kind of format and expectations and so on. So I'm excited about that piece, that we're a highly organized district and that our students are benefiting from it.
I totally agree, and I had two sons that went through, Rancho San Justo, and they're both college graduates now. And they went through the Hollis School District and the San Benito High School District. I'm very proud of what we have in our community.
Right. I will say this, I worked outside of San Benito County for a number of years. And on returning to my community and to the district where I once worked early in my career, I noticed that in receiving emails, there are a lot of people in our district who are level 1 Google certified, level 2 Google certified, proudly displayed in their emails, and I'm thinking, wow, that's really something. That's really something. So it's just like the bar is really high for us as professionals here, and I really do appreciate that because of course our students benefit from it. But one thing that I do love about Rancho, and believe it or not, I actually have my goddaughter. She graduated from Rancho
Did she?
in the late like 2000, early 2000s. This was a long time ago. And I have a cousin. But even and the reason I bring this up is because going back to even those days, there are lots of stories about activities, lots of stories about fun,
Sports. Athletics.
teams,
So-
athletics. And
We'll get back there.
Yeah, we will. We'll get back there,
Okay.
guys.
But just the fun that they had at this school.
Yes.
And in fact, I know a former student who is now a high school student, and I just mentioned to her that I work at Rancho. The eyes got this big. I loved Rancho, and the stories go from there about this teacher doing this for me, that teacher doing that for me, and so on. And I see very much the same thing happening this year. It's gonna look a little different. Ms. Gutierrez, Mrs. Gutierrez Eaton, forgive me. I really appreciate what you bring to our environment. Just in the short time that she's been here, she's had a lot of ideas about how to make things better for our school, that Bronco way. We talked about that already, but it was really a fascinating thing to see that it was sent out and you could see it like a little ticker. The numbers just going up. Our kids are connecting. And then it went from our kids to our parents. And so almost immediately, we have a very strong vehicle for being in communication with our family. So I very much appreciate that.
And on that note, just to kind of follow up with that communication piece, I know in doing the drive-through yesterday with distributing materials, as a teacher myself, I know the things that I have yet to do.
Yeah.
There's a long list. And so just don't panic. Your teachers are going to be communicating those Google codes.
Yes.
This teacher has not gotten to that point yet. Because you want to formulate, you want to try to get as many questions answered, and you want to make sure you're clear and concise, and so finding the time to craft that. I remember in the drive-thru yesterday saying, "Look for something for me tomorrow. I'm excited to meet you."
Right.
It's tomorrow, and so I know it'll happen before Monday. But we're all working.
Yes,
We're all working
yes,
hard.
yes.
Keep checking your computer. Because we're excited. There's a lot of things that we have to roll out differently, and so we're learning with you, and
Yes.
we just want to make it as as easy as possible. not confusing. So there's gonna be a lot of kinks to iron out, which is okay,
Right.
We're patient, we're fine, we're flexible, we'll get through it. So
Um,
don't panic,
I'll tell you
don't
what,
panic.
this year as always, and it's just the nature of what we do, the weekend leading up to the first day of school it's a work weekend, and we're all gonna be
It is.
working long hours. So we want our families to be encouraged that you'll get the information that you need to get into those classes once you feel comfortable with just clicking on the class and connecting with your teacher, it will be a very positive experience. And again, we had a bit of a dry run last year, so it won't be totally new. But one thing it will be for sure is better, just because of all the preparation that's gone into getting ready for August 17th. I want to get to a really quick couple of questions that we got, just to make sure that we share the information that was requested of us. I'm sure by now the email question that I got was answered, but I want to go ahead and answer it again. The first day of school, August 17th.
Monday.
Okay, Monday, August 17th. And we know that earlier we sent out some schedules that reflected a 6th and then a 7th and 8th grade schedule. Well, we noticed some conflicts that did not make that workable, so we merged it into one schedule. Okay, our entire school has one schedule for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
For Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Wednesday.
Yes, okay. For the first 2 weeks of class though, this is very important. We are gonna have a Wednesday schedule, first 2 weeks. So what that means is that every day for the first 2 weeks, our students are gonna start at 9:15 a.m. Okay, and beginning in week 3, they'll start at 9:30. So it's not a huge difference, but it is one that we wanted to make sure we shared because we got that question sent to us by an email. Another question had to do with if I can't connect to Infinite Campus, if I'm having problems getting into Google Classroom, what are the types of things I can do? My best advice is to take a look at our website. As a matter of fact, today we have a button right there across the bottom that you can click so that you can put together what's called a work order through our IT department, and they are in constant communication with our families related to issues of connectivity, software, and so on. And of course, we have our school offices available. Our number 831-636-4450, and we encourage parents to call us for any questions that they might have. I'm excited about this year.
Me too. Very excited.
All the work that went into preparing for August the 17th and beyond, and I just it is just an interesting thing. You Rancho teachers are very fun people. It has been so much fun being in our meetings. The jabbering that goes on between us, and it's all lighthearted and it's all fun. And to me, we have created community in that virtual environment that was very much what we understand to be our school's culture. So thank you for that, and thank you for having Mrs. Gutierrez-Eaton and me be a part of that. We really appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you.
Excited to have you.
Thank you.
Very cute.
And with that same energy, we want to welcome our community.
I do want to ask one question.
Oh, yes.
I ask it for every town hall that we do with the school sites, and it's just, school is going to start for your 775 kids in just a little over a couple of days. So, just you as an individual, as a teacher, as an administrator, what's the message you want to give the people who are watching, the people who are going to watch this tomorrow and over the weekend and next week? What's your message to them? What's your takeaway for them? And just kind of go around the table, each person just.
I'll go first. My message is have fun, be patient. We're all getting through this for the first time, and we're going to make some mistakes, but keep pushing through. Persistence. Be persistent, and like I said, just have fun. It's going to be a great year.
We want you there. We want you participating. We're gonna miss a lot of one-on-one time, but being able to see your face and participate and hear your Your accomplishments is something that we want to be able to celebrate every semester. I know that at the end of the year, we want you to be able to have experiences that no one else may never have. And I hope we don't, not under these circumstances, but you are missed. And we're excited for Monday and for this whole year to happen, and know that things that you're hearing about no sports or anything else, we're feeling it in our hearts too. So we're gonna try our hardest, and I know that your teachers aren't gonna let us not make this happen, but we will make this year exciting.
We want our students, we want our families to have the confidence that you're gonna have the educational experience and you're gonna have the care that our teachers have provided for years and years and years, which is the tradition of our school at Rancho San Justo. I have teachers who have spoken to me who have been at our school for their entire career, and the reason they are there is because they love our students, they love our community, and they are very much committed to making sure that you get that same quality of care and outstanding curriculum that you're used to from our school. So let's get to it.
All right, so I want you guys to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to laugh things off and have fun, and in our family, it comes from the Will Smith movie, Boys. Bad boys, bad
Bad
boys.
boys.
They're saying it at home.
Yeah.
Woosah.
Woosah.
Woosah is
Woosah.
what you know, I've always, preached, you can't, if things are beyond your control, there is no sense in getting, anxious and worked up about it, just go with the flow, relax. I know that it's helpful if, the person you're dealing with is also relaxed and calm. But have a sense of humor. We're gonna be laughing at ourselves, and we're gonna be going, of course that clip isn't loading, of course that, it's gonna happen. And so approach this year with a sense of humor, patience, and willingness to step outside your comfort zone. We really need you guys to participate. And of course, says the student activities director, who's always about like group dynamics and talking and just connecting. It's so much more important now. So please come with that attitude of, let's do this, let's talk, let's socialize. We've been missing this whole time. It's not ideal through a screen, but come ready to have fun.
Okay, thank you very much again for joining the Rancho Roundtable, and at this time I want to ask all of our colleagues here, please put your hands up. Okay, we want to say goodbye to you in a special way, and we're going to get Mr. Parcells started up.
All right, here we go.
Or wave.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye,
take care,
Broncos.
bye-bye. Broncos.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Hollister School District Student Town Hall. It's nice to see everybody, and we can see that we have some friends joining us tonight. My name is Kip Ward. I'm the Director of Student Services. I've been fortunate enough to be in the Hollister School District for over 25 years. I was a teacher, then I was an assistant principal, and I was a principal. And I was a principal for some of the students that are on the call tonight. And I just want to say welcome to all the families and students. It's so nice to see you in this time of virtual learning. We're going to spend some time this evening with our student friends. They're going to get to share some stuff with you, some information, some of their thoughts, some of their concerns about distance learning and what they've been doing this summer. So I just want to say welcome and thank you, and I'm so proud to be part of the Hollister School District. This is my home and a place I'm extremely proud of. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our student town hall for the Hollister School District. Thank you for joining us. You can see we have a lot of friends on the line tonight that are students here in the Hollister School District, and they're looking forward to sharing some of their ideas and thoughts. My name is Kip Ward. I'm the Director of Student Services for the Hollister School District. I've been fortunate enough to be in the district for about 25 years. I was a teacher, assistant principal, and now I'm fortunate enough to be the director. I'm really pleased and excited to have all of you here tonight. We wanted to talk about distance learning, and the students wanted to share some of their stories and some of their concerns about distance learning, and we hope it helps all of you out there that are watching know that we're in this together, we care about you, and we're going to do our absolute best through this process to learn together and make this the best year that we can. What we always do in the Hollister School District whenever we have class or whenever we have a meeting is we start with good things. We like to share a little good thing about our day or about something that happened last week or something that we're excited about. So I'm going to share a good thing, and then a few of my friends are going to do the same. My good thing is I got a call today from... he had to cut it again. There's something wrong with the sound. Take 3. So why don't I go make the real TikTok? Let's see it. Let's see it, Grace. I know you got the moves. What is it like? Thank you for being patient, everybody. You're doing a great job. Okay, we're gonna try again. Is everybody ready? All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Hollister School District Student Town Hall meeting. Thank you for joining us. My name is Kip Ward. I'm the Director of Student Services. I've been in the district for 25 years. I was a teacher, assistant principal, a principal, and now I'm a director. You can see we have some friends joining us tonight. They're going to get an opportunity to introduce themselves to you here in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. This is Kip Ward from the Hollister School District. This is our student town hall meeting. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited to be here tonight. I've been in the district for 25 years. I was a teacher, I was an assistant principal, and then I was a principal, and now I'm a director. I'm joined by a lot of my friends here. You can see all these bright, shiny student faces, and I'm joined by Mrs. Mailer, one of our assistant principals from the school district. And we wanted to spend a few minutes with you tonight talking about distance learning, how we're going to move forward with that, and let our students share some of their ideas and their thoughts and concerns with us. Good, good. The connection is beautiful. We're excited. Thank you. Technical difficulties we overcame. I wanted to start with good things. Most of the students that are with us tonight know that when we start class in the Hollister School District, when we start meetings, we always start with a good thing because we want to set our mind frame and our mindset in a positive direction. I'm going to share a quick good thing, and then a couple of our friends are going to share some good things. My good thing was today I got a phone call from my oldest son, who's 24 years old, who lives in Tennessee, and he shared with me that he gets to come to California and be with us for Thanksgiving. We didn't think it was going to happen. He wasn't sure he was going to be able to get the time off. So I'm excited. I know that's a long way away, but I get to look forward to November when I get to see my 24-year-old son and hang out with him and maybe arm wrestle him a little bit and, give him some love. And so that's a good thing for me that happened today. Can I have one of my friends raise their hand? And okay, I see Valeria there. Do you want to share a good thing and unmute yourself, hon?
A good thing is that Sunday is my dad's birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, Dad. Tell him happy birthday for us, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to share a good thing? Kayla, you want to do that? Just unmute yourself there.
One good thing is that my baby brother's birthday is in 5 days and he's gonna be 3, and yeah, and my stepdad's birthday is today.
All right, lots of birthday celebrations. Happy birthday to your stepdad and happy birthday to your little brother. Yay. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. Ishim, do you want to share something?
My good thing is that we went camping with my family last week,
Where'd you go?
Mona Hot Springs.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Go fishing?
Yeah.
Good. That sounds awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's do one more. How about Mira? Mira, would you like to go ahead and share?
Yes, so earlier in July, I got to go to White Stag Leadership Camp in South Monterey County at Piney Creek Camp, and I made lots of new friends. I got to go swimming. We went on an overnight backpacking trip, and I got recommended a TV show that is very good, and I like it. So that is my good thing.
That is a really good thing. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Okay, I think Mrs. Mailer would like to share a good thing, and she's going to read us a short story. Is that right, Mrs. Mailer?
Yes, I would love to share something good today that happened was I got the opportunity to give out textbooks to all of the students, and I got to see them from their car and wave to them, and that made my day. So that was awesome.
Excellent. Thank you for
So-
sharing.
So boys and girls, I wanted to thank you for being here. You are all leaders, and that's why you guys are joining us on this call. And you're also kind leaders. So I have a little book, just a short but sweet book I'll share with you. And it's called You Are Kind. And you'll probably recognize Horton, the elephant. You are kind. You are an amazing friend. You always listen, especially during distance learning, to your teachers and your families. If there's a problem, you help fix it. You stand up for what is right. You teach that everyone matters. You protect those who need it, no matter how small. And I see many of you helping your younger siblings. That's exactly what you're doing. Even when things look impossible and your goal seems far away, you never give up. Just like today, we didn't give up. We kept trying until the video worked. Because you care. And the rewards can be unexpected and priceless. It's who you are and what you do. And you want to read the last part with me? You are kind.
Kind. Thank you, Mrs. Mailer.
Thank you. I'm excited to have the students here. I'm excited to hear your voices, boys and girls, because you are important and what you have to say matters.
I agree. Thank you. And speaking of hearing their voices, what I'd like to do is I'm going to call on each student. You're going to give us your name, your grade, your school, and something cool about you. Okay? So let's start with Claire. Claire, would you like to do that?
Yes. So my name is Claire Raghavan. I'm going into the 5th grade. I am 10 years old, and my school is AAA. And something cool about me is I do martial arts.
Very cool. Thank you. And we have your sister Ariana. Can she share?
Yes. My name is Ariana. I am 5, and I'm in kindergarten. Something cool about me, I like LOL dolls.
You like what?
LOL dolls.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's one of these.
I'll have to learn about those.
If you
Very
see
cool.
one on Amazon, it's like there's a family group, and it has like a big sister and a little kid. So it's 2 big sisters and 1 little kid, like little kids. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
you're welcome.
All right, let's go over to my friend Matthew.
Hello, I am Matthew and I go to Lad Lane. I am in 4th grade, and something cool about me is that I like to tell jokes.
Tell jokes. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Kayla.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm in 8th grade. I go to Rancho and I'm 13, and something cool about me is I raised animals for 4-H.
Thank you. And then now we'll go to Grace.
Hi, I'm Grace. I go to Rancho. I am 13. I'm in 8th grade, and something cool about me is I'm a dancer.
Dancer. All right, thank you. All right, Mira.
Hi, my name is Mira Dutton. I am currently going to be going to Rise Academy.
Yay, Rise.
Once school is back on campus, I will be going back to Accelerated Achievement Academy. I am going into the 6th grade, and something cool about me is that I really like an anime. It's called My Hero Academia.
All right, thank you. And Ishim.
Hi, my name is Ishim. My age is 10 and I go to HTLA, and something cool is about me is that I play sports.
And Ishim, what grade are you in?
Oh, 5th grade.
5th grade. Excellent. Thank you. Mrs. Mailer, do you want to introduce yourself? What grade are you in?
Well, I guess 20 years of education, I'm in the 20th grade. And I'm at Lad Lane Elementary School, and I've been a teacher here, and now I'm an assistant principal.
Excellent. Thank you. So, boys and girls, do you remember the information that I shared with you last week, and you've had some time to look at that? Does everybody remember that? Give me a thumbs up if you remember that. All right, so I wanted you to spend a few minutes talking about some things that you could do if and when you get worried or concerned when you're doing distance learning. Could I have a volunteer to give me one example? Okay, Mira, go ahead.
You can ask your teacher to do a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. So if you're like having trouble in math, she could help teach you some other stuff in time she's not doing other Zoom meetings with students.
Excellent. I love it. Ask for help from your teacher. Very good. If you're concerned or worried, ask for help from your teacher. Okay, Claire, do you have an answer there?
Yes, be respectful when other people are talking or volunteering when a teacher calls on them.
Having good manners and being respectful. I love it. And that's what Mrs. Mailer, that's the book that she read. It was about being kind, right? Thank you. What else could we do if we're at home and we're doing distance learning and we're feeling worried and we're feeling concerned? What are some other things we might be able to do? Okay, let's go to Valeria first, and then we'll move over to Kayla.
Take a big breath.
Take a big breath. It's going to be okay. It can be stressful. We might get worried, but take a big breath and everything is going to be all right. Kayla, you had something?
Yes, maybe you can talk to your parents about what you need help in, like different subjects and stuff. Like you can talk to them, and don't be scared to ask questions, because we know we have all correct questions. You don't be scared to ask.
Right. Communication, right? Asking for help. Don't be scared to ask. Reach out. I love it. Do we have one more? I thought I saw another hand up there. Matthew. See him. Unmute. There you go.
Use Google. My sister said to use Google.
To what?
Use Google.
Oh, ask Google what to do if you're worried. Well, that might work. That might be helpful. I think that there's a number on the screen. Is that correct? We're gonna get a phone number on the screen here in a moment. If any other students wanted to call in and they had ideas or questions for us, since all of you are now experts, maybe we'll have some fellow students call in and ask you questions. Mrs. Mailer, did you have any other questions for the students?
I remember you talking about being kind to yourself, and what can you do to help yourself during distance distance learning? Because sometimes we're going to make mistakes and maybe we might not get it right the first time. What were some ideas that you had? I see Claire's hand up.
Like breathe, take like take like a minute and just breathe in and out before either your meeting or when you have a break, so you get like your redemption back.
Yeah, that's an idea. Ishim, what's another idea?
You can concentrate what the teachers give you, and like she said, breathe and like take a break and stuff during.
Yeah.
or after
And
the meetings.
can you talk to yourself? Like what would you tell yourself if you were in a rough, tough situation? Valeria.
I'm brave. I'm smart. I can do this.
I love it. That's important, that positive self-talk.
Okay, thank you for all those answers. Now what I wanted to talk about, so we're going to be doing distance learning, and some of the homework that I gave you a few days ago was for you to think about your learning space. That where are you going to be doing your distance learning? Because your classroom now is in your home. If I can get a couple of volunteers to raise your hand and talk about where are you going to be distance learning and what is that space going to look like? Let's see, let's start with Valeria.
The kitchen table or in my room, because I have a desk and a chair, and I could do my work and do my distance learning.
Okay, and at your table in the kitchen, what will you have on the table with you?
A paper, a pencil, and my Chromebook has to be charged.
Charged Chromebook. I love that answer. Okay, thank you. Ishim, what about you?
For I am to go on a desk and charge your Chromebook every night, and also to be organized.
Okay, I like that. Now, can you give me a couple of examples of what it would mean to be organized?
With pencils, your work that they gave you, the packets, and like markers and other stuff too.
And do we want our workspace to be messy and have crumbs and banana peels
No.
and our puppy running across it?
No, we want
No.
it to be clean.
Want it to be clean and nice and neat so we can focus on our lessons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mira?
I will be doing my lessons right here because this is my desk in my bedroom.
Mhm.
And I will have, like Ishim said, the work that I need, a pencil, and the fully charged Chromebook.
Excellent, thank you. Grace, I see your hand up, and I like that, Grace, that you're offering to answer this question, because I can see in your family, there's going to be multiple people doing distance learning at one time. Your sister Kayla, your brother Matthew, that there's going to be a lot going on. So explain to us how the three of you are going to set up your learning stations in your home.
Well, Matthew's gonna be by the air conditioner in our kitchen. Me and Kayla are gonna be in basically a glass box that leads out to our patio. We're gonna have our headphones. I'm gonna have snacks. I'm probably gonna have a charger because I'm not that organized, and I'm gonna probably be charging my computer while I'm on my stuff.
That's okay.
And then I'll probably have my papers, my pencils, and in a basket so I can keep everything organized. And I
Yes.
gotta lock the door too, because if not, Noah will come in there and rip up everything. So
So keeping it private so that you can focus. Are you gonna share that room with your sister? Or are you gonna be in different areas of the?
yeah, we have to, because it's hopefully
Okay.
it doesn't get too hot. Because that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Well, and Matthew gets to be by the air conditioning, so he sounds like he's the lucky one, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he
except
is.
he has to deal with Noah. So, you know,
Well, you just lock no one on a
you
base.
gotta give one, lose one.
Got it. Give one to get one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Claire, what about you for your learning station? How are you going to set it up?
So upstairs we have a small table, not that small, but a medium-sized table upstairs, and I have all my math and English stuff set up in different corners, so I know which one to get at a certain time. Because half of the day, my schedule says I have to do math, so I have a math area, and then the other half of the day we'll be doing English and then science and history, and so I have different areas of where things will go, and I have and then I have an outlet under the table that I will charge my Chromebook in whenever I take breaks.
You have thought this out, Claire. That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And as all the students that are out there listening and all of us are talking about this, these are all important things in order to set us up for success. One kind of last thing I wanted to talk about, what kind of a list could we make as students, and could all of your friends out there that are watching, what kind of a list could we have in front of us when we're learning in case we needed help? Who would be on that list that we could reach out to? Can you tell me one person? Mira, tell me one person who might be on that list.
Definitely your parents.
Okay, there's one, your parents. Ishim?
It could be your grandparents.
Okay, your grandparents. They love you and they'd want to help you. Claire?
Your teacher.
Teacher, that's an important one. Reach out to your teacher. How would we get a hold of our teacher?
You can ask her at the end, when she has time, to ask her if we can get her phone number to get a hold of her, or her her email, so we can get a hold of her if we need any help or anything.
Right, exactly. And then Valeria, you have an idea?
Yes, it could be your siblings, your older siblings or younger. And in my case, my older brother.
That's right. He's in high school. He's a Baylor.
Yes,
Yeah, you can ask the Baylor for help.
yes.
I love it. So one of the things parents and students that we're talking about having that list is you want to have a list of, before school starts, of the email addresses for your teacher or your principal or your assistant principal, like Mrs. Mailer. If you were at Lad Lane, you'd be able to email her and ask her a question so that when you come across a question, you know how to get a hold of them. Okay? Mrs. Mailer, do you have anything to add to that in terms of their academic action plan, their learning station, all these great ideas that we just got from the students?
I would like to hear about their morning routine. If there's anything they'll do first thing in the morning, or if it's just going to be like a weekend. How is it going to be? Yes, Valeria.
Probably wake up at 7 in the morning and brush my teeth, get dressed, eat breakfast, start class. And then after finish class, and then after I could probably do some exercise and then go to bed.
Your PE teacher's going to be proud. Yes. Mira, what do you think?
My morning routine, I will probably wake up around the same time as Valeria, 7 o'clock in the morning, as I normally do. I get dressed right after I wake up, go downstairs to get breakfast. After that, I brush my teeth, put on my shoes. If I need to put on shoes, I probably won't. Then I will sign on to class between 8 and 8:30, do that, and then maybe due to what time, I'm going to be doing some more classes, though.
Yeah.
Just,
It sounds like you guys have very similar routines, but they sound healthy because you're starting the day off right, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, all of that. I think they pretty much answered it, but Mr. Ward, before we go, maybe one of these hands could tell us their evening routine, because That's important too.
Go ahead and you can select one, Mrs. Mailer. That's a very important question.
So now we're talking about the evening routine. So I know my kids, I have 3 kiddos, and in the summertime they stay up a little bit later, but during school, I wonder how that will look different. So I'm going to ask, is that Matthew's hand over there? Matthew.
Go ahead, Matt. Nice and loud.
So after class, I would eat dinner, maybe play a little video games, watch some TV, and go to bed.
Did you forget something? You're supposed to charge your Chromebook after
Oh
you're
yeah,
done using
charge
it.
my Chromebook after I'm done eating.
Excellent. And Matthew, what time would you go to bed, you think?
8:30.
Oh, that sounds great.
Oh,
Awesome. Do we have time for one more, Mr. Ward?
We do. We have time for one more. Yeah, a couple more.
Okay. Ishim?
My evening routine is that after lunch, after dinner, probably I go upstairs, brush my teeth, and take a shower, then go to bed. And yeah.
Excellent. And sometimes that helps to shower or take a bath. It kind of helps you calm down.
Yeah.
And then I think we have one more. Grace, did you have an answer? I see your hand there on the sides. There you go.
So after class, I'd probably eat something, probably watch some TV, help out with my brother, probably either make dinner or eat dinner. After that, I'd probably play The Sims because that's what I do. Watch more TV. Then around maybe 10:30, I'd go to my bedroom, watch my phone till about 11, yeah, and then probably not fall asleep till like 12 because I don't fall asleep very easily.
Middle school student for sure. Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to kind of wrap up and thank everybody for being on the call and for all of your answers and your smiles. It makes me feel so good to be able to see you tonight and share this time with you. And I just wanted to say thank you. And remember, school starts Monday, and being there every day for every class is super important for your future. It's super important. And I'm proud of all of you. And I just want to say thank you. And our
Yeah.
superintendent would like to say
Can I ask you a
something.
question?
Yes, sir.
We have something like 8 students here. Raise your hand if you want to do this again, because we want to do this again. All right, you're all signed up.
All right, we're
Ready
going to do it again.
Any student that's watching from home, email Mr. Ward, kward@hesd.org, and we'll take more names of kids that want to be on these town halls, because this is all before you start school. You start school on Monday, so we want to do this again to find out how it's going. So great to see you guys.
Yep, it was nice to see everybody. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Give yourself a round of applause. Woo! Good job. Good night, everybody. Thank you.